all of the text.
Call this meeting to order. Pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Brownstow.
Here.
Brownstow here. Thompson. Thompson absent. Johansson.
Present.
Johansson here. Hawley.
Here.
Hawley here. Bulos. Bulos absent. Vieta.
Here.
Vieta here. Bellato.
Here.
Bellato here. Rita.
Here.
Rita here. Donahue.
Here.
Donahue here. Carr.
Here.
Carr here. Slattery.
Here.
Slattery here. Osling.
Here.
Osling here. Pittman.
Here.
Pittman here. Johnson. Johnson absent. 11 present.
Thank you very much. Presentation of general proceedings, number 4. Need a motion to approve the city council minutes for the date of August 20, you got my glasses, 23rd, 2016. We have a motion by Alderman Slattery, second by Alderman Pittman. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Brownstow.
Aye.
Brownstow, aye. Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Hawley.
Aye.
Hawley, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Donahue.
Aye.
Donahue, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 11 ayes.
Thank you very much. Council's today.
Good evening. You are all welcome as observers to tonight's meeting. You are politely reminded the purpose of the meeting is for the deliberation of the City Council regarding city governance and business. If you intend to speak, please, once recognized by the mayor, approach the podium, announce your name and address. Please be further advised, comments may be limited to 3 minutes or forwarded to the appropriate city personnel for follow-up.
Thank you very much. Anyone? Ms. Green?
Hello.
Name and address.
Carol DePace Green, 2731 Orchard Street in Blue Island. I'm sure most of you have been reading the newspaper articles and are aware that the first accountant for the Jawa is no longer with us. We also have the Jawa chair, Mayor David Webb, under investigation. Blue Island municipal, county, and state taxes are too high. Our taxes are too high as a direct result of crony contracts and plans like Jawa. Mayor Vargas, former Mayor Pro Tem, and Judiciary Chair and 7th Ward Alderman was informed numerous times that the Jawa was never a viable water distribution system in his committee meetings. Where is the Blue Island taxpayer money Jawa Director Mayor Vargas and Jawa Director Bellato may know? The Jawa scam must be investigated. At a community public board meeting, it was determined that there is an effort to force participating members to cash in their insurance policies to cover expensive lawsuits. Involved communities must demand full compensation for this fraud. Far more people than ever before have been educated, and Madigan is more unpopular than before. His tax work is responsible for saving his friends millions while you pay to make up for the shortfalls. Madigan makes money for his tax work, gains campaign donations while he wears 3 hats: Speaker of the House, Chairman of the Democratic Committee in Illinois, and a partner in a law firm specializing in appealing property tax assessments. Illinois municipalities like Blue Island provide contracts to Madigan connections. The Blue Island Municipal Health Insurance is one prime example. Madigan's Mike Casper Blue Island Ward remap cost Blue Island taxpayers a fortune, and that is another. Connected cronies cost Blue Island taxpayers more. Blue Island deserves so much better. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anyone else? Mr. Pietro, name and address.
Good evening, everyone. Joe Gatrell, 12607 Artesian, 12603 Greenwood Avenue. I'd like to talk to you a little bit tonight about the two cornerstones at City Hall and one other very large rock. Recently, some people asked if I would do a little investigating for them to check into the names on there. I noticed that the original cornerstone that's in the northwest corner by the building department, okay, it's the one that's fading, okay. After having looked at this, my suggestion is we have it restored somewhat. I think you could get someone, a stone cutter, or someone that kind of enhancement work to maybe do it on a volunteer basis, you know, at no cost, because if it's a community project or, you know, that kind of donation, they might be very interested in it. I also noticed that it's so worn that you can barely read the names. So that's the part that needs to be enhanced. And also, I don't understand this, there's no date on it. So we probably should have that date included some way. I don't think we'd be doing any kind of a disservice to history if we enhance that cornerstone. The next cornerstone of the addition to City Hall in 1924 and 1925 is at the southeast corner, and that's in pristine shape. All the names are very clear, but when you walk by, you would never notice it because of the overgrowth, the foliage. So if it was just cut back a little bit, passersby could see that. Also, maybe another inexpensive suggestion, maybe some small lights on each, so people, you know, at night, you know, people might be able to see them when they go by. And then the third one, I was informed recently, the city is considering bringing the Seifert stone in front of City Hall. That, you know, that large Seifert stone that's in back of the bank. And that stone doesn't have any political or governmental significance, so I think it would be out of context at City Hall. It actually doesn't even pertain to Henry Seifert. It's just at the bank because his name was Seifert and some of his ancestors brought that stone to Blue Island. And because the building it was on was demolished, no one knew what to do with it, so bank executives brought it over to the bank because Henry Seifert was chairman of the board of the bank. Two better suggestions for the stone. It was originally a Grove and Western over the archway of a door, the Seifert store. So maybe in the berm, you know, that triangle there where the bridge is, that's its original spot, that area. Another one, Henry Seifert was the chairman of the canal widening project for this area. So maybe with the canal somewhere down there with a little plaque on it about Henry Seifert would help our history or enhance our history, okay? Thank you.
Anyone else? Now we move on. Report of city officials, presentations, resolutions. Let me start with this. Safe Route to School project will be starting on September the 19th, 2016, and will be completed by October the 17th, 2016. Again, this will improve the safety for our children by replacing the sidewalks on 123rd Street at the intersections of Maple and Gregory in Artesian. So that's for the aldermen where the schools are located. That's what's going to be happening in the next weeks. The school districts 130 and all the other school districts have been informed. We're looking at other locations to include them also. Let me come down regarding the Blue Cap fundraiser. And if I can have the representatives from Blue Cap come down to the podium. Betty, Ms. Carmichael. We'll just turn around.
Gather.
There you go, there you go. Stand up behind. There you go, there you go. Okay. The Blue Cap fundraiser. On July the 31st, the fundraiser Bucket of Balls for Blue Cap was hosted at the Meadows Golf Course. All buckets of balls purchased for the range were donated to Blue Cap. Over the last 3 years of hosting this event, we have raised in excess of $1,000 for Blue Cap. And again, I want to thank Blue Cap for everything that they do for the community. And I know you have a big
Everything
event.
you do for us.
I know you have a big event coming up, and before we do a little transfer here, one, since you're here,
Yes.
why don't you mention what's going on this coming Saturday at Blue Cap?
Right, okay.
Here,
Well,
here's
do
the
you
mic.
want to introduce yourself to do that, or? This is our new executive director, Pat T.
Welcome.
So-
Hi, thank you.
Welcome
Nice
to
meet you.
Pat, so
Thank
everybody
you.
can meet everyone.
Thank you.
We have at Blue Cap Instructional Center, at Broadway and Division this Saturday from 3 to 7 is the Roman Chariot Car Show. So,
And you
Yeah.
approximately get to between 100 to 150
we do.
cars.
Yeah.
It's a great family event to see all cars from the early 20s to the
Right.
most recent. I think they go up to 85.
Pre-80.
80s, that's correct. So again,
Pre-85.
I invite all of you
Yes.
and
And
all
Beggars
the
Pizza will be there
gearheads,
with selling slices. So
all the
they
gearheads
come
to come
hungry.
in and check them out.
Right.
It's a great family event.
Yeah,
And
thank
now, without further ado,
you. Oh, thank
from the
you.
Meadows to you.
Nice to meet you.
And again, we want to continue
Yeah.
working close with Blue Cap and all the events, not only this type of event, but with your car
Yeah.
shows and everything else.
We appreciate
Thank you.
everything the city does for
Thank
us.
you.
It does a lot
It's a little
for us.
momentum.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks,
Welcome
Mayor.
aboard.
Thanks a lot.
And since I'm here, and I apologize for having my back to you, we received a letter, and again, I apologize again that I left my glasses, but I'll try to do my best. This is a letter from St. Donatus. Dear Mayor Domingo Vargas, on behalf of the St. Donatus community, the Feast and the Carnival Committee and me, Reverend Diego F. Calcadí, would like to thank you and the whole city and the City Council for your support in allowing us to continue with the tradition of the St. Donatus Fest and Carnival. I hope that you continue to support this wonderful event for many, many years to come. Please know that you and your family will always be in our prayers. May God bless you and the city of Guadalupe forever. Sincerely yours in Christ, Father Diego. Again, another very, very important institution in our city, and we welcome the challenge to provide any assistance for you. Could I have the Director of Homeland Security, Mr. Marchbanks, come on up. Mr. Fonker, you want to come up? Come on up. As they're approaching, Father Ken Carlson from St. Felix hosted a Blue Mass. Again, Sunday was the 15th anniversary of 9/11. Memorable day that I guess we all remember where we were when we saw those first images of what had happened on that early morning, and how life changed not only for us individually, but for the nation as a whole. Father Carlson had a Blue Mass, the first one of its kind. For those who are not familiar, there were people from all denominations who were invited. The community was invited. So a manner, a way that Father Ken Carlson, who's our chaplain, a member of the community, decided how to recognize the men and women, the first responders, from the police, the fire, paramedics, emergency management, the dispatchers. Again, approximately 160 plus people attended the service. They were very emotional, very touching. The community got involved and was present to show respect and honor for the men and women, not only for this community, but for prayers for all law enforcement, firefighters, first responders all across the country. While there was a reception afterwards at the church, there was also another reception being prepared by Mr. Marchbanks and his crew. And let me say this. I know Mr. Marchbanks had asked assistance from a lot of the Blue Island businesses, and I'm going to mention a few. Damastis, Popeyes, Pierre's, Molino Bakery, Los Tacos, El Ranchito, Corvacus, Two Latinas with Soul, Giuseppe's, Beggars Pizza, and Danny's Market. And let me read this statement. The Blue Island Homeland Security and Emergency Management felt that in honor of 9/11, we should recognize those that have made the ultimate sacrifice and those that still serve, be it fire, police, or dispatch. It was totally a team effort. We coined it the 9/11 Tribute Dinner. Without Deputy Chief Bill Kysons, Captain Sarah Kaiser, Lieutenant Tim Fisher, Cadets Lauren Marchbanks and Savannah Marchbanks, and especially for all hard work and passion to see this done, Officer Scott Pronger, this would not have happened. We'd also like to give a special thanks to Reverend Pete Contreras, who came and gave a blessing and prayer for all who serve our great city. I was present with them from 4:30 p.m. to close to the 8:30 p.m., almost 4 hours. And it was, if you could see the firefighters, the police officers who came during shift changes or their lunch break, to see the expressions in the show of gratitude. Our dispatchers and first responders show of gratitude, not only for these gentlemen and ladies who participate, who are from that agency, but all in all. And what was interesting is that when we were there would be people coming in to that facility where the dinner or reception was being held, bringing in baked goods, treats for the firefighters and for all first responders. And to see that, the community come together, and that's what it was all about. And again, I want to thank both of you gentlemen as being representative of that agency of the City of Blue Island, that you're vital, and I stress you're vital to our community for that, keeping that in mind and doing what you do. And I want to thank you. I want all of them to know that we appreciate your response and your duty to the City of Blue Island.
It's our privilege.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Any bids, Mr. Clerk?
No bids.
City Clerk's business?
Yes, I need a motion to approve a request from Veterans Memorial Middle School to hold their annual Bike Safety Day on October 8, 2016.
We have a motion by Alderman Hobson, second by Alderman Slattery. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Fausto.
Aye.
Fausto, aye. Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Holly.
Aye.
Holly, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Donahue.
Aye.
Donahue, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 11 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you much.
Next, we need a motion to approve a request from St. Ignatius Church to have a processional to welcome Our Lady of San Juan de los Lagos, who is visiting from Mexico on Monday, September 26th, from 7 to 9 p.m.
We have a motion by Alderman Donahue, second by Alderman Rita. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Fausto.
Aye.
Fausto, aye. Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Holly.
Aye.
Holly, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Donahue.
Aye.
Donahue, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 11 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Anything else?
That's it.
City Treasurer, and other monthly treasury reports in the back.
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve it? Motion by Alderman Osling, second by Alderman Vieira. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Fausto.
Aye.
Fausto, aye. Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Holly.
Aye.
Holly, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Donahue.
Aye.
Donahue, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 11 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Anything else? City Attorney?
Yes, there's one motion to approve a settlement agreement regarding an administrative appeal as been reported to most of the executive one only.
We have a motion. We have a motion by Alderman Johansson, second by Alderman Bellato. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Fausto.
Aye.
Fausto, aye. Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Holly.
Aye.
Holly, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Donahue.
Aye.
Donahue, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 11 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Committee reports, Community Development Committee.
No report, Your Honor. Our next meeting is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. in City Council chambers.
Thank you. Finance Committee?
Yes, we have a motion for approval of payroll for August 26, 2016, in the amount of $371,039.17.
You have a motion, you have a second by Alderman Donahue. Any questions? Roll call.
Rosto.
Aye.
Rosto, aye. Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Holly.
Aye.
Holly, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Donahue.
Aye.
Donahue, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 11 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And a motion for approval of accounts payable, September 7, 2016, in the amount of $921,386.28.
A motion by Alderman Osling, second by Alderman Viera. Any questions? Roll call.
Rosto.
Aye.
Rosto, aye. Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Holly.
Aye.
Holly, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Donahue.
Aye.
Donahue, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 11 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And a resolution authorizing transfer of funds between certain TIF districts within the city of Blue Island.
A motion by Alderman Holly, second by Alderman Carr. Any questions? Roll call.
Rosto.
Aye.
Rosto, aye. Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Holly.
Aye.
Holly, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Donahue.
Aye.
Donahue, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 11 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And our next finance meeting will be September 20th, 2016, here in the East Annex at 6:30.
Thank you. Public Health and Safety Committee?
No report, Your Honor. We met tonight. The minutes from tonight's meeting will be available at the next city council meeting, and our next public safety meeting is October 11th at 6 p.m.
Thank you. Municipal Services Committee?
No report, Your Honor, but we will be meeting tomorrow, September the 14th, 2016, at 6 p.m. here in the East Annex.
Thank you. Judiciary Committee?
No report at the moment. Our next meeting is October 6th at 7 p.m. here in the East Annex. I do have one item on the agenda for consideration, and that is an ordinance rescinding handicap parking restriction at 12608 Greenwood Avenue in the city of Blue Island, County of Cook, state of Illinois. I'd like to put that in the form of a motion.
We've got a motion, second by Alderman Slattery. Any questions? Roll call.
Rosto.
Aye.
Rosto, aye. Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Holly.
Aye.
Holly, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Donahue.
Aye.
Donahue, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 11 ayes.
Thank you. Redistricting Committee?
Brief report, we met tonight at 6 p.m. and the committee only voted out one agenda item, the ordinance that was included in the city council packet, basically setting up the election for the next 2 years, what wards are up and at what terms. I need a motion to pass this.
We have a motion by Alderman Osling, second by Alderman Slattery. Any questions? Roll call.
Rosto.
Aye.
Rosto, aye. Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Holly.
Aye.
Holly, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Donahue.
Aye.
Donahue, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 11 ayes.
Thank you very much. Anything else?
No, that's it for my committee.
Any aldermanic announcements or comments? Alderman Bellato?
I want to address Mr. Guttrell's concerns about the Safe Path Stone. That was kind of like me and Jason Berry were talking about preserving that stone in some way. There was nothing in concrete. We talked about the Historical Society. We talked about different locations in town. We reached out to First Midwest Bank prior to the auction, and they would not release us permission to move it anywhere. So it's there, and hopefully the new owner would want to preserve it, leave it alone, or talk to us at that point. but they didn't want to, they said their attorney said it's part of the building, which we all know it's not, and that they wouldn't allow us on their property to move it.
I don't think anybody in town wants it.
So we, going back to the other comment about the cornerstone, there is someone in town that does stone cutting, and he'll probably be very interested. He was the one that was going to move that safe harbor stone for no charge, and we can talk to them.
Thank you. Alderman?
Mr. Mayor, Anna Stange sent a reminder out to us. The community garden workday and potato harvest is this Saturday, 8th at 11 a.m. at 141st in Sacramento by the John D. Rita Rec Center. So they're looking for help. Just a reminder.
Thank you very much. Any other, Alderman Carr?
Okay. On August the 28th, the Christian Life Center held a service honoring the city officials, the fire department, the police department, and the teachers in the community at the Metro South Park. I just wanted to thank them for that. And of course, on September 11th, Father Ken held the Blue Mass at St. Benedict's. I wanted to thank him for that. Speaking of thanking people, September the 17th is Thank a Police Officer Day. So if you know any police officers or run across them, make sure to stop and say thank you to them. And then MABUS 22 annual golf outing is coming up September the 16th. And Fire Chief Cooper has tickets for the raffle. So if you're interested in buying tickets for the raffle, please stop and see him. That's all I have.
Alderman Holly?
The Angels Touch fundraiser is on Saturday at Double Play, and it starts at 5 p.m. Saturday, the 17th at 5 p.m. And this Sunday, from noon until 4 p.m. is the Historical Society House Walk. It's their 30th house walk, and there's 5 rooms on there. So stop by, you can get tickets ahead of time or at the door.
Thank you. Any other Alderman? Go ahead, Alderman.
Yes, two quick announcements. Just want to let everybody know the mural redrawing has begun. It kicked off on Labor Day. If you haven't had time to stop by to go take a look at the progress, pretty exciting watching this happen. And I just wanted to thank the mayor and Mr. Marchbanks is back there for coming out and managing traffic while they were doing that. It was pretty cool seeing so many people coming out at night and helping trace the mural on the wall. So thank you everybody for your support with that, and make sure you pass by and check out the progress on it. The other thing I wanted to comment is I mentioned this, I would say in springtime, that I'm training for the Chicago Marathon, and I'm running as a charity runner for Team Salute, Salute Inc., which is a not-for-profit organization that helps out veterans. So keep me in your thoughts, and I am looking to raise a minimum of $1,500 for this cause. So far, I'm at a little bit over 500. So if you can spread the word, I'll certainly ask if the city could post a link on the website so that people can find the link. And if you're available or willing to donate, it'd be more than appreciative of you doing that. And I definitely hope I make this goal. If Jason Berry can jump into CalSag and raise $3,500, I'm running 26.2 miles, so help me meet that goal. So, thank you.
Any other comments from any of the aldermen? Just as a reminder, this coming Saturday, there's also another thing happening, St. Benedict Fest, from 2 to 10 p.m. Again, enjoy the company, family affair that's going on there. Again, from 2 to 10. Coming Saturday in front of St. Benedict's Church on Vermont Street between Gregory and Western Avenue. We need a motion to retire the closed session for consideration of discussion of pending litigation. Motion by Alderman Bina, second by Alderman Holly. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Nay.